Hey guys, what's going on? Today is it's almost October. It's 27 September today, and I've been using my iPhone 11 Pro Max for as long as almost 2 years now. I got this on October 30th, 2018. Was it 19? Was it? Yeah, 2019 October 30th. I also did an unboxing of this phone when I got it. This is the 11 Pro Max, which is 256 GB. I think 256 GB is more than enough for most people. What I do is I use Google Photographs for all my images, so it hasn't been much of a problem. I always use a case with it, but there are days or there have been weeks where I have gone without a case, and I feel this phone is okay to be used now, 2 years later, without a case. But it's just that I like having the grip which a Spigen case gives me. Now, because I wasn't changing my phone for a while, I decided to get a new case just to give it a new phone feel. I've never really installed any of those screen protectors on my phone, and the phone has held up very well. Like, there's no scratches which you can foretell. There's no scratches which you can actually see and be like, oh my god, this phone has a scratch. So the display has held up really well for a phone which has been with me for 2 years. This is my main phone. Let's talk about what I loved about this phone and whether I will be upgrading. So first, let me just say that yes, I am upgrading because I like this phone so much. I can't help but wonder what the iPhone 13 Pro Max offers. And right now on iOS 15, I think the battery is slightly better, would you believe it, than iOS 14 point whatever variant I upgraded from. So I'm getting better battery life on iOS 15 than 14 point whatever, and that is shocking. Like, I get on a full charge of 100% if I leave the house, or if I start my day at 9 a.m. I probably have to charge it again at 6 p.m. now, and I'm okay with that because I'm talking on the phone, I'm taking videos, I'm using the phone for navigation sometimes, so it's okay. So battery has never been a complaint. It's at 84% right now. When this was new, it would probably last me 1.5 to 2 days, so I can't really complain. Battery is a big strong point. The screen still looks very smashing. The camera is still very good. I know that if I go out into the day and take a photograph, boom, it's gonna come out awesome. I know that if there are a group of people and they're standing and I go and click a photograph, even on a 2-year-old phone, it is awesome. And that makes me appreciate Apple a bit because they have some respect for the money that I've spent into this. I got this for about 1 lakh rupees from USA. I paid at that time, and now and this is I think it was called the white or the silver. I'm forgetting the name for this particular variant. The silver white iPhone 11 Pro Max. It has 3 cameras. One camera is a macro camera, one is a telephoto, and one is a wide camera. Um, I've been very happy with the camera, really. I really cannot complain. Even after 2 years, this camera still has the ability to surprise me. My secondary phone on which this is being shot is a Samsung Galaxy S20, which has a decent set of cameras, but they don't have good optimum image stabilization. And after taking a photograph, you realize that the photograph has come out hazy. I don't know what's wrong with the Samsung series, and I've lost my faith in Samsung, but that's a different life. Um, Speaking about speaker and call volume and Wi-Fi connectivity, I think it's pretty good. And really, there's no real reason for me to sell this phone and get the new one, but I'm just curious. This has helped me taking many videos and photographs. The WhatsApp experience is amazing. I can type and fly on this keyboard. Um, Even though it's 2 years old, it's really like a new phone. It's not like I'm trying to sell this phone to you, but yeah, if you want to buy this, maybe in 2 months you can ask me when I get the 13 Pro Max. This button runs ever so smoothly. It has never been repaired. Has it ever been repaired? Yes, I think a year back I couldn't hear calls properly. There was some static. So they just did something because it was an Apple Care, and they took 10 minutes and they fixed it. So I could again listen to conversations. That's the only problem I've had. But yes, it is important to have Apple Care because God knows how much they would have charged me if I didn't have that. I would imagine anywhere between 2,000 to 6,000 rupees I would have paid. Now, battery life, I can definitely get it replaced because I have taken 1 year Apple Care. So that cost me another 5,000 bucks. So I can definitely get the battery replaced if I choose to do that. But I've been very lazy with this, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Now, let's talk about each and every component. The display still holds up well. Face ID is a piece of, it's not very helpful because I'm wearing a mask most of the time, so it's difficult. Apart from that, the phone call quality is pretty good. iOS is pretty decent. iMessage is okay. I never use iMessages. All the applications run very smoothly on this. I don't notice any lag in anything. But I'm sure once I get the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I will definitely notice that wow, the screen looks better, the sound looks better, everything is better. Prior to this, I was using an iPhone 8. So from an iPhone 8 to an 11 Pro Max, it was a major jump and a major transition from one world to another. I found the iPhone 8 a little boring after a while, but trust me, the bigger screen keeps you interested. So the camera is still held up very well. I really have no complaints with this phone. If I had to give it a rating from 1 to 10, I would give it a 9, which is as good a rating as I can give because I'm a very critical fellow and I can find mistakes in everything. It is a very durable phone. You drop it a bunch of times, nothing is going to happen. Just make sure you have a case. I also want to show you how this phone fits in the case. This case is about 2 months old and it's really practical, nice and grippy. It's definitely a heavy phone, so if you have very small hands or you're a very weak person, I don't recommend this phone. I mean, it's 194 grams otherwise, and with the case it's about 220 230 grams, so do take that into consideration if you're getting a big phone. If you're a small phone person, just get the smaller Pro and you'll be happy. I really don't have much to complain about, except that I wish Apple made it a little easier for me to replace my battery, because I have to go to Apple support and then speak with them. I just wish it was a little easier, like they could just come to my home and do it. When I'm spending this much, why not? The newer phone doesn't come with an adapter. I don't care for that because I have a MacBook Pro and that'll be okay. The battery, camera, display, sound, call quality, everything has held up very well, and I do feel this phone was worth the 1 lakh rupees I paid. Does that mean I suggest you go get the iPhone 13? Sure. If you've never had an iPhone, now is the perfect time to get it. You can get the starting variant of an iPhone, and I'm pretty sure you'll have a good experience. For example, I know for a fact that if I go and get the iPhone 13 today, I'm still going to have a good time with the phone, and it's going to do a pretty good job. So this was a 2-year using review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's still a great buy if you're in the market, and if you get this phone for 50-60,000, I suggest you pick it up. The 256 GB is a bit of a downer. I wish, but my new phone also has 256 GB. I'm probably going to back up all the photographs and start afresh on my new phone. I don't want my existing photographs on my new phone. So for that, I'm doing 2 things. I'm making a hard copy. I'm going to buy an SSD and save all my photographs on that. Plus, I'm doing Google Photos. Now, I have taken the iCloud. I'm paying certain money for it, but I use just that for my backup of my entire phone. I don't think I've set it up to back up my photographs because, like I said, Google Photos does it anyway, so why would I double that? Every night it updates itself automatically, so if I was to lose this phone tomorrow, I hope I don't, but if I was to lose it tomorrow, I can just get a new iPhone 256 GB, restore it to that, boom. That's a convenience which is priceless because I don't want to die if I lose my phone. Imagine if I'm drunk someday and I lose my phone. I've come very close to losing it at least 5 to 8 times, especially when I'm drinking. Alright guys, thank you for watching my review, almost 2 year review for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This has been the best phone I've ever used. You gotta give it to Apple, you gotta respect Apple. Apple is where it's at. Bye now. I'll see you guys when I do.